welcome back. Time to go down deeper. See if we can encounter any more trolls in the dungeon. Oh. Oh. Older robed man. In front of you looms the ghostly hollow image of the man who was present at your awakening. He casts a pale, sickly light in the dank corridor as he regards you.
You are from Kratom, my boy. A remarkable city. Truly one of the most impressive we have encountered outside of our own. Many exceptional people who have joined our cause come from Kratom. What made you decide to join our order? They will smile upon your service as long as it is performed in earnest. Are you ready to take the oath? To spread the word of the gods to the lost and heathen?
What is it? Now this I haven't seen before.
Quick and quiet.
What are you doing here? You don't look like one of that mask lot.
Gods keep you. They won't see me coming.
Back, you clod! Those hooded fiends are nigh to be trusted.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
Okay. The shrouded figures are lined up across the hood from the hooded woman. The figure at the head of the line approaches and the woman places her outstretched hand on the stranger's forehead. They stand in silent communion as you look on. A few moments later, the stranger steps aside and resumes his place in the circle around the statue. Kill the shrouded woman.
Just say the word. Ready, Watcher.
Mow it.
I got you.
That's not very helpful.
Can't get a good shot with this. Settle!
That's not very helpful. Lava will be on seat. That's not very helpful.
Oh. Coming at your feet lies the body of a woman. She wears a dark robe and bears insignia resembling a key. As you approach the woman's body, feelings approach assault you. The woman's voice howls in your ears, and her lingering consciousness rends at yours. Your essence trembles through your bones and membranes. It fills the space between your ears and beyond your eyes, behind your eyes, clawing deeper into your core. You see a gathering of men and women wearing robes like hers, their faces hidden behind masks. One by one, they approach her, whom they know as an acolyte. She places her hand on each of their foreheads, searching their thoughts. She tests them with ritualistic questions, and they answer that their oath is sealed by the Ladon's key. She asks them of their tasks, she gives them new ones. All without a word. Try to see the task. Her essence flares, fighting to boil your blood, burn your memory, and split your bones within them. Yet, between its strikes, you see flashes of something else. A tower, a prisoner, a ruin. You funnel all your concentration into a single effort of will. A sharp point that pins the raging soul in place like an insect in a display. I'm going to go with the prisoner here. The prisoner. Inquire about the prisoner. In your mind, you see a building with strengths and tiles, and located on a pristine boulevard. The wealthy and learned stroll in and out, trading knowledge and coin. You know, so houses misery and madness. Somewhere within its rotten core sits a man. His hair matted, but his eyes alert. He watches and waits, a prisoner by choice. Examine the thought about the tower. You see a glimpse of the neighborhood. Run down estates, a cobbled around a cemetery, and an ancient tower. Savage shapes prowl the streets, and in the tower a man hunches over a strange mechanism. You can't see him clearly, but there's something unnatural about him. Somewhere nearby you see a woman with a scar over her heart. You understand that she is something he needs. You also see a door in the base of the tower. It's seemingly impenetrable slab of stone and copper, but the outright reveals the invisible split between the perfectly matched halves. You understand how the copper veins convert command into action. You know how to open up the door, look into the ruins. The acolyte's vision takes you out of Defiance Bay into a town in the wilderness with a waterfall. A signpost on one of the paths reads Dryford. Several figures huddled together, shrouded in cloaks and hoods. An image of ruin suddenly loomed in your mind. Two skeletal effigies flank a cleft in the mountainside.
What is it?
Time to gear up.
Nothing will slip past me.
Let's see what lies this way.
Ooh. Okay. Let's sort the inventory. 200 weapon. Over here. Is that slash and pierce? Hell yeah. What's that? 200 scepter. That goes here. What's that? Light armor? Better than my light armor. Hell yeah. Heavy plate. 12 versus 10. 12 versus 10. Ooh. Medium. How's that go? 8, no. Light armor. Unique light armor. Burn proof. What's this? Nectar finds. Give this to the. Huh. Pistol. Love it. Up we go. All right.
Yes.
A moment, please. I feel I should explain myself. About my episode in the catacombs. There's something I should have told you earlier.
Oh, he
I
has.
also have an awakened soul. But unlike yours, mine is a presence that shares my senses and my skin, making herself manifest at the most unwelcome times. I'm sorry. I've tried to learn to control Isilmir. I've gotten stronger, but so has she. Artless, uncouth, a creature of rash impulses and feeble faculties. She wags her impertinent tongue when she should listen. Aye, this one's fit to boil. Hard to get this gaff over anything tisn't to do with books and spell speak.
I've none of her memories. Grass spared me that much. But her coarse manner and intolerable high speak suggest a provisional from a very, very long time ago. She tends to serve as a hairbreadth from conflict, and the fuse is burned down and teeth are on edge, and when she shows up she doesn't stop to argue, to gauge position, she just acts. Jews or vulgarisms. I've had to live with that hayseed for years. There's nothing to be learned from her, nothing civilized anyway. Why didn't you say
I
something?
learned to keep her a secret a very long time ago. Those with awakened souls are shunned, mistrusted. And after your experience with Meerwald, I'm certain you can see why. Merely an annoyance. Although, Defiance Bay is said to have an entire institution dedicated to the study and cure of soul-related ailments. Since our journeys have already brought us to the city, perhaps we could speak with someone there. Thank you. This has been
An expert in awakenings.
What is it?
The steward has received a message. Tactically, all earnings were lost to bandits. Son of 'em. Sanitarium. Best you stop looking, then the place you want is Heritage Hill. You can see the tower over in the distance. Walks away from you, but something happened there. Don't want people going near. None of the knights want no sit anywhere close to it. Steer clear. Farewell. Okay, we got info. Sanitarium. I believe the sanitarium was over this way. $15. Do 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 do.
Bring back the feisty one. There's a woman can do some damage squeezing her legs together.
It isn't a parlor trick. Besides, she doesn't take orders well.
Gotta go through the areas to find what we're looking for. Gotta find it. I need to go back to the cube. I guess we'll do that when we leave the city. First fires. Come on.
I've never been to Nasitak. Is it very cold? What creatures wander the tundra? How are your leaders chosen?
Do you always ask this many questions?
Okay, so it wasn't a copper line, so it has to be in this area. We're spending so long trying to find this one thing. Should have realized that we've already been in the middle. We can't go to the top left. Okay. What do we got? Got a bunch of books. Since I watch a grace these horsemen and see your natural insights, traveler, I may only imagine how it might have been to. Most coming here only concerned with shooting death in one way or another. We know as Drowa goes, this is our 94th year. As with many cities, the growth of Defiance brought with it a host of problems. One of the worst was that those born with, shall we say, ill-favoured souls come to populate its streets and droves, thus a sanitarium. It was a natural fit. It was growing Blackenberry Sanitarium. I should have realized that it was not the place's full name, it was the location and the place's name. Okay. Got it. And it seemed wrong to me a lifetime spent in pursuit of discovery and legitimacy. There's an answer on the lower floor who came all the way from her to study them. Take the stairs down. You may have a member of the leading key in your midst. Many have their intrusions been into our affairs, of course. One can seldom be certain whether they've meddled or whether a calamity has struck on its own, but a few of their less skilled individuals have been exposed from time to time. They are a perpetual nuisance. Once again, I reminded of how envious I am of your guess. I suspect that would be one of use in verifying one. You're at odds with the leading cure, take it. They are always up to something, of that you must rest assured. If their plots have come to involve you, you have my sympathies. So who the I suspect it's a patient very well. In that case, I recommend you speak first with our resident animancers. Both patients and colleagues, you'll find. Farewell. That's the head warden? Okay. Okay, interesting. We might be here for a little while. Open up the door. Who's in here? Okay, time to talk to them one by one.
Hail, traveler.
That would be me, though the lack of reception has made me more of an expert in counting floorboards I would like. Enemy success in better soon pre-awakened souls and soothing those whose souls are already awakened, but I need subjects and most of the patients here to work and produce right results. Tradition. You're in luck, I volunteer. I jest, your utterance is so uptight, I not even know what the thing is used for. It belongs to the last one of this one, I think now. I upgrade him to a cell. Again, I jest. So I need you to sit here. Try to relax, but don't try too hard. Indeed. You must also wear these. A little cold, but the copper will help conduct your essence. Now I examine your soul through my scope. It is fitted with Adria lenses cut to different thicknesses and concavities. Manipulating them, I'll find the angles and densities that will allow me to track the anomalies in your soul. I've seen this sort of thing performed. It seems suitably complicated. But first we must find this cunning interloper. You will do some personal while I make adjustments. Don't worry, I'm sure we won't hear any of it. Very well. To begin, tell me something personal, something from time before your awakening. Now, it's just a little bit there. Talk about your parents. Speak to her, you feel your voice like a bell in your chest. It tells softly, luring him into the midst of his own memory. He doesn't seem to notice anything, but you feel as if your words are soothing his essence, untangling its many threads. He closes his eyes. Mother is away most of the time with the things. Family, but I always know when she's coming home. Father's bottles accumulate like a storm. Clouds on the horizon. He fits of temper became swifter and more violent. It still shames in knowing that her Hamneg to another man supports us better than his labours as a steward. I'm sorry, something. Continue to tell us about the time you awakened. I'm in my 5th year of training. Mother is home. I can let my guard down a little because when she is around, he is honestly only angry with her. But he has heard that I have had trouble casting missiles. My flame shields are unstable. He is furious that I failed, and Mother's presence reminds him that he has failed too. Flo takes me by surprise. One moment I'm sweeping the kitchen, the next I am sprawled on the floor, stupidly looking at flecks of my blood on the tile. His boots glistening with fresh polish, thus thud across the floor. He kicks me in the stomach and I curl up to shield my vitals, but it's pointless. Protecting one thing, I only leave something else exposed. Still huddled on the ground, I retreat as fast as I can. I retreat until the vision of the kitchen and my own trembling knees is nothing but a pinprick against a field of black. Machisho! He's hypnotizing himself with his old memory. You've got to bring him out of it quickly. He is safe when I hap upon him. One point here, cracking bones and voices high in eye, the warm molasses feeling the creeps down my gut when caresses higher. He's the one needed me, hiding in his own bone bag like a turtle in its shell. Never turned it over to you. Good, yes, very good. I can now see 2 separate patterns of essence. Where he ebbs, the other flows. It's as if the awakened soul fills the spaces that he leaves empty. Go on. I've given her nothing. She exerts me up in her own body. I lend him a pair too. Should ask what I did. That old man of his had lost. He laid a hand on us. I broke him in 3 pieces. That wasn't your decision. It's never been your decision. Split personality, but essences, cool. No, I was awakening, but now I'm stuck with you, and damned if I let your Ning drag us both through the scrapper. Very good. I think I've finally got something we can work with. She got one thing right. Says you have a better external manifest when else is in danger or under pressure. I suppose that could be true. I'll have to check this against other research. Well, good for you, but what does this mean for me? From my position, I say it's clearly humans have got a lot to process. Regardless, thank you for your help. Well, I hope this has been useful for you as it has been me. I finally have material with putting it could be. Please, I don't want my personal information public thing, especially not after her nonsense. Ooh, everyone leveled! Pretty much, except for her.
Just say the word.
Let's level up everyone and then save. Okay, so let's get stealth up to 6. And we'll hold on to the rest. Vicious aim. No, I want a passive. No, these are passives, aren't they? +10 +15 against AO attacks. Oh, defensive bond. I like it, but I like that more. our mage. Mechanics. Do I... You know what? Let's put 1 in so he gets damage reduction. And then we put... Enhance the law. Level 3 spells. Is there like a crackling bolt? Sounds nice. Ooh, yes. Infused with health. So... gives hit them a temporary increase. That looks good. Our priest shall get a mechanics increase, so he can now disable traps a little bit better, because our priest is our rogue. Just gets a bunch of shit. Let's not worry about. Let's worry about. No. Let's just get another trap. Ooh, level 2. I do like that one, so we'll do that. I did not notice the hair. And our other hunter is very survivalistic. And we can enhance that at least up to 9. What do we enhance its stealth? No, let's enhance its survival at 1 more. And we'll do we'll do the same thing here. Just increase the accuracy with the pet, because their pet's they're always going to be targeting the same person.
Not a problem.
Well?
Finishing.
Hail, traveler.
I know, I think the patients seem wide-shared lately, but they're not mind. What are you working on? What's a witch? Transplanted animal cell during infancy. One of the Nancy's early efforts to cure the legacy, if not a successful one. They show signs of development, but animals throughout. They become aggressive. Feral transplanting animal cells in general seems like an odd solution. Monomancer is here trying to do something about the crisis better than letting a swallow a generation thing. I went so far because at first it seemed to work. People called it salvation. Children that had never been sponsored to any kind of stimulation, they seemed to be aware of the inheritance of their families. This didn't begin until puberty, but that's when the incompatibilities between body and soul take shape. Children become violent, ravenous. But we paid dearly for our mistake, I promise you. Angry mobs hunted down animals, burned down their homes with... Yep. I see. I have villainy around studies, then we should go talk to him. Okay.
Good day, stranger.
Oh my, you started me. I'm just put this. Okay, yeah, we've already spoken to her. What do you do here? Master, he'd know more about that, but he's in the middle of busy with some patients. You won't be able to see him until he comes out from the patient ward.
that settled.
Zero, which now fraction imagines the soul's dominant personality. Okay. Ground. Speech. Assumption was the overfragmentation zone. Which one displays acute dissociation, paranoid delusional tendency causing anger and extreme violence. 70 years of age. Admitted for episodes of catatonia followed by occasional violent absence. Severe fragmentation, as I said. Okay. Let's... Okay, we're gonna go talk to the warden again. The statue.
Welcome.
He'll be in his office or in the patient's room, granting you immediate access, so you can find him. No doubt you'll wish to speak to him further on this matter, and I, for one, am curious as to what he might have to say. Tread carefully in the wards. If you're dangerous case, I would ask you best not to agitate him. Okay. Okay, I think this is where we save. And then end the episode. I think this is a good point, because I think things are going to get a little bit hairy, maybe. So, save. Okay. That is the end of this episode, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe and small the notification bell to keep up to date, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!